Nikipata leave nikuje, which now was in April.
The
I'm
month
gonna remove all of this.
Yeah, and fix it.
And give you a new roof.
Yeah. Yeah, the other painful part of your story is when you said your church told you if it wasn't for you, you should have committed suicide already.
She have told me twice. It breaks my heart. My grandma she's very strong lady. Let me tell you, if you meet her today, huwezi jua hata she's suffering cancer. She's one of the strongest women I know. Hata Kenyatta walikuwa wanashangaa. Do you know watu walikuwa wanaongezwa damu because doing chemotherapy and radiotherapy at the same time it drains your blood. My grandma kwa iongezwa damu na watu young people wanaambiwa today your blood iko chini uende uongezwe. But me I made sure my grandma alikuwa sawa. Hakuwa iongezwa anything. She's one of the strongest women I know.
Your YouTube channel, Voice of Carol.
Yeah. Voice by Carol, yes.
Voice by Carol. What do you want to achieve?
What I want to achieve, like I said, I want to be the voice to the voiceless. I want to give people a platform they can come and share their stories. Sitaki watu waumie hapa nje. Me Nelson, let me tell you, I've gone through sexual assault. My family hawajui. That's just one they know. This one ilikuwa ni a pastor wa church. You know where I come from? Kanisa iko karibu na home. Nelson.
Wait. Can you tomai? Did he say what? By who?
Yes. Yes, Nelson. And do you know how the community judged me?
No. First of all, explain what happened, and then you go to how the community judged you.
So let me give you this of a pastor, okay? I had said sometime I'll share this story on my YouTube. So, growing up, ile mnafundishwa Sunday school, mnafundishwa home, respect your elders, wakikutuma wende and all that. So my home na church, it's very close hivi. It's like 1 minute walk. So tulikuwa tunaitwa, unaenda unaosha vyombo, unafanya nini, unatumwa kwa duka, you run, you go to the lake, you fetch water, unaleta and all that. So mapasta walikuwa wakichangewa, you know how they change pastors, hizi churches kubwa kubwa, right? So there's this pastor mwenye aliletwa. So this pastor kuletwa, back then I was class 5, class 4. Then he was so touchy, okay? So me sikuwa napenda kwenda huko cause he was so touchy. Ukienda nataka kushike breast and all that. And me, unfortunately, yes, my family loves me and I love my family. Unfortunately, I didn't get that ile design ya kufundishwa kuambiwa you are not supposed to be touched this place and all that. Your menses ziko hivi, or if somebody touches you, you come and tell us. I never got that. So I never knew nitaambia nani, who will believe me. So mimi I could just nilikuwa na back off, okay? So my uncle angekuja aseme, why is pastor calling you and you are not going? I'll tell my uncle, no, I'm not going, okay? So there is this faithful evening, I was from school, nikakuja home. The pastor aliniita nikipita nende nimoshe vyombo, nikasema anakuja. I went home, sikuenda. My brother passed, because my brother alikuwa ananifuata now from school. Akakuja akaniambia pastor anakuita. Nikamwambia hey bro, me I'm not going. My uncle came, sasa wankangu mdogo na ukali, kwani pastor anakuja unataki kwenda we? So I'm afraid I cannot even say what's been happening. I don't know how they will take it. They have never told me. They have never given me that room. They have never given me that room, Ilea. And if anything happens to you, you come and talk to us, or you come and tell me. Okay? So sisi me things with life skills nimekuja kuzisomea Nairobi. That's why you see even me I'm talkative and all that. I came to learn these things here in Nairobi that I can speak out. So it was around 6. My brother akawa kanitolea ukali, I had to go. Nilikuwa nimeoga sana, nimeenda. Kwenda ilikuwa 2 room. Kuna front door na back door. So ulikuwa unachukua vyombo na osha huko kwa back door. Nikaenda nikaosha vyombo, alikuwa anasikiza radio sitting room. Nikipeleka sasa kitchen ndo bado bedroom. Nikipeleka vyombo bedroom, alipandisha sauti ya radio. Juu kwa barabara, alipandisha sauti ya radio. So ile nimeinama kuweka vyombo Nelson. I felt somebody grabbing me from my back. Okay. Then I was like, "Pasi nini unafanya? Pastor unafanya nini?" Hata ukiscream aje Nelson, nobody could hear you. Because sauti iko juu ya radio amepandisha. He was trying like anirushe kwa bed. Nilikuwa nakataa, napiga nduru, naambia niache, nitakusema niache. Nelson, until today, I don't know how I escaped. Sijui. I've never knew how I escaped. I went home crying. I told
How
my
old were you?
uncle, back then I was around 12, 11. 12, 11, yeah. I told my uncle, I went crying. I told my uncle, now that was the time. For the first time, I opened up. My grandma was not around. I told my uncle, si mimi namwambianga huyu pastor si mzuri, sasa kwa nataka kulala na mimi. My uncle said, no, that's a lie. No, it's a lie. I told him yes. Immediately my uncle akatext, now Sunday school teacher. She was a lady. Sunday school teacher ni nani? Immediately aka-inform the elders wa church. That was on Friday. On Saturday singeweza tembea hata kwa barabara, singeweza hata tembea kwa kijiji.
With the talk of the town.
Msichana mwongo anaekelea pastor. Do you know how people worship pastors out here, Nelson?
It's not only in Kenya, it's all over. Even here in America.
No, I'm saying how people are worshiping pastors out here, like everywhere.
Yeah.
Wanaonanga pastors they're like
gods,
God.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. Here you are. Your pastor
broken.
Your pastor
Yes.
tried to listen. I mean, it's sexual abuse, either or. Whether
He sexually abused me severally. Ile, touchy and all that.
That's
sexually
right.
abuse,
That's
right?
That's sexual abuse, yeah.
Yes.
By your pastor.
He did it severally. He did it severally. Ile touchy ya kuingiza mikono and all that. Severally. Okay? But who can you go and tell? Okay? So, I couldn't even walk around the village. I never went to church nikiwa ushago.
Yeah.
Until that pastor was changed. Alibadilishwa. And you know this pastor alikuwa anatoa wasichana tu peke yao, but walikuwa naishi ushago na mama yao, so they could come wakifunga to visit. Then there's also this one lady. I always pray nikienda nyumbani, I'll do a story with this lady. Like, nita have a sit down na yeye nimuulize what was her experience with the pastor. Ye pia kuna siku nilimuuliza nikamwambia, mimi sitaki kwenda kwa huyu pastor. And she told me, hata mimi sitaki kwenda juu anashikashikanga mtu.
Same
and
pastor.
Yes. And I said, I'm not alone. Tuko wengi, wengine maybe they wali give in, wengine maybe me, I avoided. Mi nasemanga Nelson, if today I meet that pastor, I will question him. Nitamuuliza. I will face him. Sometime back nilienda home, nikaambia wenye saini elders, I asked them, do you remember this time? There was this season. I tried to speak out about this pastor. You people shut me up. They were like, oh, so it was real. Because if it, Nelson, if something happens to Nelson, mi kuna vitu zimenifanyikia hata kama sijaanza nursery school, still fresh here. My family doesn't know about it. There are some things that if ikikufanyikia hautaisahau. How can you forget such a thing, such a horrible moments? They were like, so it was real. I told them, you people never gave me justice. You people did nothing. You worshipped the
Jesus.
past. And they were like, we are sorry. I told them, do you know how many kids walireport na huyo pastor? If maybe me speaking out could have stopped it, but you people gave this guy a chance to continue doing it to other kids.
That's right.
Because he was like, I'm a pastor. They believe in me. Mimi ni mtu wa Mungu. I cannot do such a thing.
That's right. And when you called him out, when he tried to rape you and you called him out,
Yeah.
and it was reported to the church elders, they said, you are lying. You are
I'm lying. Mimi ni muongo nadanganyishia pastor.
Can I digress just a little bit for the audience? You did see the prince of the Dutch prince who spoke out. Was it no, not the Dutch prince, but there's a prince. Is it a prince or is it? Oh, wait a minute. I gotta be very careful how I'm saying it, because I'm digressing a little bit. But just the other day, if I'm not wrong, and correct me if I'm wrong, those who are watching, the brother of Princess Diana came out to speak how they used to be sexually molested when they were kids and they went to a Catholic school. Did you guys see that? I'm very sure it was the brother to Princess Diana. Okay. Now, do you know how many, go and watch, do you know how many documentaries are on Netflix of pastors who used to sexually molest young boys and young girls?
Mingi.
And they walked away with it? Carolyne, you went through that as a young girl? And that pastor is still serving in the church. Is he still a pastor still now? Or he?
I'm sure he's still, but since he was given transfer, I've never come across him.
Okay.
But I'm sure he's still. But I'm praying one day nikutane na yeye. I'm praying one day nikutane na yeye, Nelson. I'll ask him face to face hivi, because Nelson niko na stories. Years back, I met someone who wanted to rape me. Mwenye alinishikia kisu hivi, and it was at night. Unajua ile design unaenda ushago, msana ajifanya anataka kukukatia and all that. You know, mtu anakufanya mabaya uwezi msahau. The guy never knew it was me. I confronted him. Nilimuuliza, do you remember this certain time? At this night, it was matanga. It was at my uncle's place, a cousin to my mom now, matanga kwake. So ile design, excuse kidogo, niende short call. Then the guy akanifuata akanishikia kisu akaniambia, ukijaribu kuscream na kumaliza. Nobody in my family knows about such a things, because they never gave me a room to talk about such a things. I confronted the guy.
So he confronts you with a knife.
Yes.
He says if
Zile design ya usiponipea ama uscream na kudunga. Like if you try to raise your voice na kudunga.
So you had no choice. Were you able to escape this one, or it
Yes, I did. I thank God kuna wase walikuwa natoka now from the other side wanakuja. Sasa unajua ile disco matanga,
Yeah.
alisikia sauti ya watu wakikuja, so ile yenye bado ana amezubaa kuangalia, mi nilitoka mbio kama nimeenda kama nimelala. I did not even stay there.
And you say you confronted him at one point later in your life.
Yes, I did. In fact,
did
kama
he say?
already nishazama kwa mtoto wangu wa kwanza, I did.
What did he say?
I did. I asked him, do you remember this certain time, this day, this night, you are holding a knife to a certain young lady? He was like, what do you mean? I told him everything, and he was like, oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I did that to you. I asked him, how many girls or how many young kids have you done that to? Because you are a rapist.
Serial one. Someone who's actually even using a knife, that means that's something which he has done. That's a serial rapist right there.
Yes, he have done it severally to so many kids. He told me, I'm sorry. He didn't confirm kama ashaifanya, but I know from the experience and the tone the guy used kuniongelesha that time. He threatened so many kids na aliwarape, and he escaped nayo. Nelson, these are stories that my family doesn't know about it.
But you know what? You have a voice.
Yeah. So that's why I want to use my voice. Yeah.
You have your YouTube. Actually, I like the name Voice by Carol. That's a very beautiful YouTube name, YouTube channel name. I'm going to encourage you to tell your story. We can do some few highlights here on VoTV, of course, as a stepping stone. But I'm going to encourage you to tell your story, because let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, Carol. While you're telling all this, there's someone who's watching here right now. You know what they're saying? I was raped too. They're here.
Wait, Nelson. You see this Denise Nyaimbo? That's my cousin. She's shocked. They don't know nothing about my stories. That's my cousin. She's called Nancy.
What?
Yes, that's my cousin. That's my cousin. Ako shocked. Unaona mpaka ananiita Nyamin. Nyamin means sister. Aki sees. You know, Nelson, I've told you I have 11-year-old boy. He's about to turn teenager. Ako kwa hiyo transformation ya teenage, right? Hakuna kitu namficha. We talk everything, like hapa kwa meza. I want him to feel safe with me than anybody else. The moment mi kutoka kazi, nikiwa kwa mlango hata sijaingia. My neighbors are always like, we always know you are around. Because ukifika tu hivi, umeanza kelele kwa mlango. I'm like, hey son, how's your day? What happened? Did anything happen? Did anybody do something to you?
You're open.
You see?
You're very open. You're
Yes.
very open with your children.
Do you have any question for me? Okay? Because me, I never got a chance.
Yes.
Sikuwaipata.
Yes.
And I wouldn't want what I went through to happen kwa mtu mwingine tena. Or even to my kids. Me, I thank my uncle who brought me to Nairobi. I've learned a lot. I've gone in so many organizations. Kuna hii, I don't know if you have heard Carolyne for Kibera. It was for girl child. There was this one for self-help group in Makina in Kibera. The one that sponsored my high school, it's called Sadili. I don't know if you have heard about Sadili. It's ni kubwa sana. It's called Sadili. It had nini inside called girl child. Zimenisaidia sana. I can be able Nelson, mimi naweza ongea. Life skills hizi zote mimi nimefundisha. What I went through did never pin me down. Haikuniweka chini, but it gave me courage. so that I
Can I
can
ask
be a
you?
voice to others.
Can I ask you a question? Because I wanna give you the opening. I wanna give you the stepping stone.
Yes.
Do you still remember? Do you still remember the name of the pastor who sexually abused you?
Uh, he was called,
Pastor who? I mean, it's years ago, but do you still remember?
yeah. Uh,